And to finish up this segment, I did want to show this, which I meant to show you guys ages ago, and I just never got a chance to. And then there was never a good opportunity to segue into it, where I think finally now this is a good segue
Never.
in the content realm. That's my reason for wanting to do that. And I've done this for countless other people. There have been so many people over the past.
You want to know why Denims think I did that shit? Because one person who wanted to marry me and has literally gone on record saying I was the best thing to ever happen to her in her own words multiple times. It says I was the best boyfriend she ever had. Once we broke up, got upset and made up a whole bunch of fucking lies. Never once did Denims ask me, so what happened? Never once did Denims ask me, can you show me any proof? Is there any way you can help me here? Which I could very clearly explain. Every single person I've had a conversation with, it's very, very, very simple to disprove. Unfortunately, Denim should know, with the delicacy of this nature, I can't just go spitting it out on fucking stream. It sucks. But when you are this fucking ignorant to say this shit, bro, you aren't listening to women's stories, you are weaponizing them. And I think there's a huge issue.
I like how me highlighting somebody else's story, who, by the way, I am friends with this person, is weaponizing it. Helping them get their story out there in a way that is acceptable to them is weaponizing it.
If one woman, or fuck, even one man says this person did something bad, and you don't look into it at all, you don't check all your sources, you don't get both sides at all, and the first thing you do is say, well, this woman said it, so it's true. Well, this guy said it, so it's true. I'm sorry, guys. Being upset does not make it the truth. Denims, you are the most dangerous thing to happen to the internet in a very long time with how willfully ignorant you are. I'm sorry, Denims. You are retarded. And everyone who hears your voice has their IQ lowered due to you. Hearing the stupid shit you say has made everyone else around you even dumber. And may God have mercy on your soul.
3-4 years of streaming. Dude, I'm becoming so powerful. I'm kind of gaining Anissa status a little bit. I'm like becoming a force to be reckoned with. I see sometimes people will call me a witch. They'll be like, that witch Denims. And I'm like, do you really think so? Like, oh my God, wow. My power grows. Can we get this rant on the back of the Vile t-shirt? Yeah. Sorry, to respond really quickly. Hey, listen, man. Listen, Tectone. Actually, first I want to address.
It's driving me crazy.
And it's driving me crazy. Sale Kathy with the 10 gift subs. Let me just clarify to everybody here in chat. Any story that has any credibility, I will cover it on stream. There have been stories that I've seen on Twitter and online that I feel like there wasn't enough credibility to the story and I didn't cover it. A great example of this is the person who people thought was accusing Emaru of sexual misconduct. I don't know if anyone saw this sort of in the Twitter feeds, in the Reddit. There was someone who went on their stream. I don't remember the name of this person, but they went on their stream and they were like, yeah, it's crazy how like people can be so manipulative or something like that. And you know, like I was like low-key groomed by her. And everyone started extrapolating. Well, one specific person started extrapolating that this was about Emaru because Emaru and that person used to be friends or are still friends. And I saw that and I was like, this is not enough. This is not enough. This random clip where this person doesn't even name drop Emaru and doesn't actually talk about anything in any detail at all. This is not enough to like get on stream and try and highlight a story like this because I don't like, what the fuck? Guess what? A couple days later, that same person that got clipped tweets out, I was not fucking talking about Emaru. What the fuck? Who the fuck is clipping me? Like, why the fuck did you say that? Like, this was not about Emaru. Jesus Christ. Purely speculation and people wanted it to be Emaru so bad it was gross. Yeah. And I saw that and I was like, wait, so all that we have going right now is one random clip where this person even doesn't even list Emaru by name, doesn't specify any of the details of this. I don't feel like I should report on this because this feels kind of irresponsible to talk about. This feels really irresponsible to talk about because guess what? Again, it got exposed later that wasn't the case. With the story that was related to Pink and related to Tectone, not only did I do my due diligence and speak to the victim in this case and try and actually get evidence and proof that can't be uploaded online, but I also did my best to report on it fairly. And Tectone, as he said, had the opportunity to publish more proof whenever he wanted, and he chose not to do that. So listen, Tectone, if you want to send whatever proof you think you have that exonerates you, my DMs are still open, okay? You sent messages to me ages ago. I haven't leaked them. I understand things are private. You can send more messages. I won't leak them. I'm not going to respond. But if you feel like there's stuff that you don't think people are reporting on but can't be public, please send them to me. I'm a discretionary person. I can be trusted with discretion, or to be discretionary. So you're more than welcome to send it, man. I'm more than happy to be convinced if you have something that isn't just, I'm innocent. Because the last piece of evidence that you provided was that all of the stuff relating to her paying rent, and you were just wrong. And then there's one other thing. One sec. Okay, can I show you all this? I saw this just very recently. Tectone exposes old chat messages and stream raids from Denims. You only did that once the hate train started. You were a fan. Soul-sucking leech willing to do anything to get clout. Let me show you guys. Intentions matter. I didn't do that because I wanted to fuck over Tectone.
Fucking cap. Because you only did that once the hate train started. Because before that, Denims, you raided me. Multiple times. Multiple times. If I was smart enough to pull up that information, I would. But I'm stupid. You've raided me.
This is not true. I did not. People who've been here for ages know that this is not true.
Multiple times. You've been in my chat multiple times. Because I had no idea who the fuck you were. I had to Google you. That's why I used to follow you, because you used to raid me. But the moment you saw
That's not true. That's not true.
an opportunity to turn against me, you were willing to do anything. And the fact that you would go in on a situation that you are so ill-informed of, when you have I'm still open to a conversation. I am still open to a conversation. Not on stream. Absolutely not. I ain't gonna talk to your ass on stream. You shady as fuck. But if you want,
I like the idea that I would be shady on stream, but in private I wouldn't. I guess thank you for the vote of confidence. I don't understand. Chat, what's the website that you can look up people's like chat logs?
Literally have never seen Denims raid Tectone. Check my sublink, fellow.
44 months, yeah. Denims never raids. She literally just ends her stream and runs. Is this? Thank you, chat. Thank you. All right, let's keep going.
you want to talk off stream, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? But you went on that shit vehemently with the most bad faith arguments of all time, and you have completely neglected and never addressed every single loophole in this
There, you haven't provided any loopholes. What? I'm trying to see. Okay.
situation because you know it's bullshit, but you're so afraid of being seen wrong because you're up right now, and you know the moment the truth comes out, you're fucked. And you know what the worst thing is, Denims? When the truth does come out, you're still going to try to doubt it. You're still going to try to doubt it. Her messages in chat? Yep, there it is. Yep.
Chat, can someone pull up the logs? I genuinely don't know if these are my logs or not in his chat. I couldn't tell you because I haven't rated anyone in like literally years, like actually years. So I have no way of knowing if these are, I don't remember things that are this far back when it comes to who I rated 2 years, 3 years ago. But also like, what's the accusation here that like, I change my opinion about people based on whether or not they think that they're pieces of shit? What's the position here? Oh, wait, I remember this. Oh my God, wait. I actually remember this. This was in the era where he was defending Morgue Pie for doing the black bar censorship meta. Oh my God, I totally forgot about this. That's really funny that the only reason I liked him was because he was being nice to Morgue Pie. He was defending Morgue Pie. I remember this. Oh my God, the amazing era of like Dictone before he became insane. But he was, this is, for anyone who forgot about this stuff, Morgue Pie had this like incredible meta where I simp for women really hard, guys. Morgue Pie had this incredible meta where she was putting a black censor bar over her boobs. And she was wearing clothes, but she was pretending like she wasn't, right? So it was like this giant black bar. And people were getting really pissed about it. People were getting really, really mad about it. I don't even know if I can show it on stream technically since it is violative material. But then Tectone went on to defend her. And I was like, oh my God, dude, wait, that's actually so dope. Like, hell yeah, standing up for sex workers. Hell yeah, standing up for people that are doing funny shit on Twitter and on Twitch. And people, the moral outrage on that shit was like insane. Like oh my God, people might think she's naked under there. I thought it was so stupid. I thought the entire thing was stupid. And so he got on stream and he put a black bar over his dick and he pretended to jerk off as a way to like pull some of the heat away from Morkpie towards him. And I was like, damn, that's dope. Like, that's actually super dope. Standing up for women who are getting crazy harassment. That's dope. I have respect for that. I actually have mad respect for that. And then I found out that he was actually a piece of shit and he abuses the women that he's around. And I was like, oh, wait, you actually are not a friend to women. You're actually a massive piece of shit to women. And I don't like you anymore. Nothing has changed. Nothing fundamentally has changed. I like people who are good people, who support women, who help women out, who try their best to make the place better for especially female creators on this platform. And then when I find out that you are not that person and you're pretending to be that person, I don't like you anymore. This would be like pointing at the fact that like Hassan was on Steak and Eggs and being like, you were a fan. You were a fan. And it's like, no, we thought you were a different person because you presented yourself to be a different person. And now you're going full Asmongold and you're simping for him. Like, that's not, nothing has fundamentally changed with our positions. We still have the same values that we have. You're the one that's changed your positions, which is why we've stopped siding. Like, it doesn't, like, huh? I can't believe Denim changed her opinion based on new context. Holy fuck, what a witch. What an evil witch. It's like, what a, like, also, this is such a bizarre accusation to make against me because it's like, what? I rated you during the black bar meta and was like, dude, you're supporting women, helping take some of the heat away from them. That's really cool behavior. And then I type in your chat once years ago, which means what? I have to defend you forever? So when you're outed as being a terrible person, I have to keep defending you? Hell no. What the hell? What a bizarre statement. That's so crazy. That's actually like, this is surreal. I like didn't remember this happening at all. That's how insane it is. Whoa. Oh, man.
To get on the hate train, you took it immediately because you have no soul. You are a soul-sucking leech willing to do anything to get more clout, and it's pathetic.
I like the clout goblin telling me that I'm too much of a clout goblin by what? Rating you once years ago and then deciding I don't like you as a person and helping elevate a woman's story against you? Like, what? And that makes me a soul-sucking leech. Oh.
Thank you, mods, for doing that shit because you know I'm too fucking stupid to do that shit myself.
Oh, here are my chat messages. Here. Well, let's check the dates. Wait, let's do a little bit. Let's see if I'm right. Wait. Let's do some investigative research. Also, I have to go. I have an appointment. I have a doctor's appointment, but really quickly, Black Bar Meta Twitch. We're gonna get to the bottom of this story. Hold up. How do I see like this just says like posted 1 year ago. How do I see the date specifically of these? When did these happen? Because this is like,
what?
Ah, it says to the left of messages. Yeah, I see these ones. Okay, I'm seeing that like this was happening. The Black Bar meta was happening in December. So I think this is when he got banned. I don't know if he was participating before then. All I know is that I ended up, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that this was because of the Morkpie stuff. And man, the world has changed so fundamentally. I'm trying to find like the original where Morkpie started this behavior. This amazing behavior. But all I'm finding is the ones of like him saying that he got banned. Maybe if I pull up Morkpie. No, this is pulling up. What did Morkpie do? Well, she was the person who started the censor bar meta. Okay, I can't find it off the top of my head. Morkpie got banned 11/23, 12/20, and 12/11 of 2023. Okay, so this seems like it lines up. She was banned in October. Banned in November, banned again in November, banned again in December. Wow, she's been banned and unbanned a lot. Holy shit. So yeah, this was about the same time. And I'm pretty sure I only found out about him because I knew about Morkpie and I like Morkpie. And so I'm pretty sure I raided into him when a lot of this stuff was like reaching a climax. And then I never typed there again. I raided and then I typed there and then I never typed there again. Big fan, by the way. Super fan confirmed. Super fan. This is what it looks like to be a super fan. This is what it looks like. But I guess he didn't want to share the date of the logs because the date of the logs makes him look bad. Also, like, if I was clout driven, wouldn't I have just like reached out to him and tried to collab or something? Wouldn't that make more sense? If I was like super clout driven, wouldn't I have like reached out to him and be like, we should collab, we should do this, we should do that? Like I rated once and then was like, here you go. Anyways, LOL. I can't play MMOs anymore. And then leave and then forget about it. Oh my God. Listen, Tectone, I already said it. Okay? Clip me on this. You have something you want to show me? I won't share it online. You can fucking put me under an NDA. I don't care. I'm not going to share shit online. Just like I haven't shared any of the messages that you've sent me already. I haven't responded to. There's a reason I haven't shared them online. It's because you should have discretion about messages that you're sharing online. Okay? So if you feel like there's something that you think is important to send, no, nothing of a lewd nature, chat. Nothing of a lewd nature. No. Please. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Oh no, if it was of a lewd nature, I would publish that shit immediately. Not the actual images, but as like this is inappropriate behavior. No. They were polite messages that were sent to me. They were polite messages. I don't want any weird speculation or anything like that. So I'm not going to share anything. I get it. You have a court case. Maybe there's stuff that shouldn't be online. I understand. I get it. You are more than welcome to send a message. Okay? But I did my due diligence on my part, and I couldn't find anything that I thought exonerated you. So please, you're more than welcome to organize something. I'm happy to do it. I'm very happy to do it, please. So with that, everybody, what an amazing clip. Super fan Denims. This is how you know I'm trying to get clouded. I raid people and then type in their chat because I think raiding without typing is mean. This is also, by the way, the reason I stopped raiding people. I haven't raided people. I think the only person I've raided in like ages is like Sean. And before, like Sean, Mike, Hassan, I think are the only people I've raided in the past year or two. Because people are weird. People get weird. So I just like don't even like participating in it. But thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. That's it. So let's keep watching this clip.
And like, see, that's the reaction that you're supposed to have.
Also, yes, thank you, Pat. Pat's fan mic. I have it on the second channel. Second window. Let's just finish this.
I thought it was funny. So I'd be wearing like just an apron. Of course, I'm wearing like boxers underneath. And I'd reach down and be like, this is my OnlyFans. And this is an A5 Wagyu from down the street. And I would talk about it. And I sent it to Ian, and he got mad and called me and like said I was making fun of Anissa, and like I wasn't. I just thought it was a funny bit because I was sitting at home during COVID. And
you'll never understand what it's like to be an ally.
Yeah, it was. He like said stuff like that, and yeah, just like haven't talked to him since. That was like 5 years ago.
Over that?
Yeah, and I've like texted him and tried to reconnect with him. He just won't talk to me anymore. So like he went to a range day with me one time. Like we used to talk a lot about content creation and stuff. And COVID rolls around, I get bored at home, so I make an OnlyFans where I'm showing my meat.
Really? Okay, that was it. That was the whole thing. It's a clip where this guy, donut operator, claims that iDubbbz he's stopped being friends with him because this guy made like a joking OnlyFans where he was showing, I don't know, steaks or something. And then Ian actually posted about it and said, conveniently leaving out that your girlfriend at the time was pursuing OnlyFans, but you were too pussy to deal with the criticism, so you made a parody account. No, I don't want to be friends with a coward. Why share a story like this when you know what the other context of the story is? It is really funny to me that the thing that got people's panties in a knot about iDubbbz was that he defended his wife for doing OnlyFans and was like, wait, I've always been pro sex work. Wait, we don't like naked women? Since when? Wait, what the hell? Wait, huh? What are you people talking about? Have you seen Asman making a tweet to the FBI about tracking down what he thinks are extremist influencers promoting violent behavior online? Yes. We'll get to that. Denims, they want free naked women. If you want compensation, you're a bitch. But what I don't get is like, it's not like more content of naked women online means that the free content magically disappears, right? You can still see that content. No one's stopping you from watching that content. Also, what the fuck? Study time, thank you for the raid. Jesus. Thank you. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Hi, everybody.
Eiley.
Hi. Eiley. Hello, raiders. We were talking about OnlyFans. Okay. She just got on a plane, so it's a raid and run, raid and fly. But hello, hi, raiders, welcome. I hope her flight goes well. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to be honest. This is kind of just like a vibe check kind of thing where if you run a podcast called the Unsubscribe Podcast, yo, bro, what should we call our podcast? We should, what if we called it the Unsubscribe Podcast? You're so fucking right. That's so smart, bro. Anyways, if you're in a podcast and you are making content today with Tectone after all of the allegations about him have come out, that's crazy. Because I'm not going to morally shame someone for having had someone on that they didn't know was a shitty person years ago. So I was like, well, Clueless, maybe this clip is from a year ago, Clueless. Maybe it's from a long time ago. Ha 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 ha. No, it's from yesterday. That deserved a follow. Thanks, welcome. Yeah, I think I kind of like low-key lucked out a little bit on this like very specific type of guy. Like,
majority is
what is it called? I want them to pan over to Donut Operator, but they don't want to pan to him. The hell? Well, honestly, all of the specific hogs on this show.
Yeah, I think it would be a black.
I think I kind of lucked out because I grew up in one of those damn liberal cities. And I've always liked twinks. So I was not inundated with this genre of man before. And when I've been in like Texas and I've run into them, I'm always like, oh, ha ha ha. How's it going? Blah, blah, blah. We have conversation. And the conversation always goes in a very just insane direction every time without fail. So like I don't have any like nostalgia for this type of person, right? For this caricature of person, I feel no nostalgia. I haven't run into a lot of these people that I've had a lot of positive experiences with earlier. Whereas like, I feel like I've had a lot of positive experiences with like the Adam Friedlands of the world. So when I see an Adam Friedland, I'm like either based or cringe and I can't tell which. Let's do a deeper dive. And then I run into these and I'm like, surely this one will be based, right? Come on. Come on. Surely. And that's never the case. Just never. Oh, God. All right. But yeah, they had Tectone on, which is like, again, it's so crazy.
Majority is Twitch is your main thing.
It used to be.
Now it's
it used
all
to be. So now I do YouTube and Twitch, multi-stream both, because Twitch is like pretty much the biggest piece of shit platform right now. And it's like insane how whenever there's the worst decision, somehow they always choose it for everything they ever do. And so they banned me the other day because I called this fat bitch fat. Her name's Frogan. They banned me for 2 weeks and they said you don't get any money for 3 weeks after she said that all American soldiers should get PTSD.
Which they should. But
She literally didn't say that. And that's literally not what you got banned for. You got banned for repeated harassment. That's different from calling a fat bitch fat once. You did it countless times before you got banned. You were doing it for literally months before you got banned. And they probably issued a warning to you, maybe spoke to your partner manager and said, hey, this is kind of getting to the point where it's just targeted harassment, where she's not fighting back at all, and you're just repeatedly insulting her and going in on her, despite her having done nothing to you and despite her not reacting to you at all. So this just feels more like targeted harassment than it does you criticizing her. And then also like just totally misconstruing the PTSD. I want all of them to have PTSD. When she didn't say that, it's like, okay.
But
yeah,
that's still
Jesus.
so get this shit. I'm not sure if y'all know this.
Eli's like, that's my personal empath. I can say it.
So then they say you're banned for 2 weeks, and I say, okay, I'm gonna go stream on YouTube. I go stream on YouTube. First day I got 14K. Next day I get 15K. Next day that's 16,000 live concurrent viewers, and then all of a sudden, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and lift your ban. You can come back to Twitch now. Shit, you not. Shit, you not. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's, for the people that don't know, I mean, we've all had, Cody's got in trouble with Twitch. We've all, like,
I've almost gotten you in trouble on Twitch. It wasn't even my account.
It was still one of my favorite birthdays. It's my hands down my favorite birthday ever, but one of my favorite moments ever is, I mean, we're having a massive birthday. The guys come out. They're sweethearts. It's also that weird, I'm very much alone. I like to be by myself. And they all like got tickets. They were surprising me to fly out. And then 2 of you. I know Clean was one of them. It's like, hey man, I didn't get an invite. I was like, I didn't invite anyone. They actually were just coming as awesome friends, and then everyone showed up. We had mattresses on the floor.
That's so sweet.
This is like 5 years ago too,
Yeah.
and it's like 30-year-old dudes having a LAN party, getting drunk, and doing a live stream on Twitch, and everyone is around. Brandon hasn't streamed ever.
I didn't know what Twitch was.
I mean, to be honest, nobody really does. Like, legit, like, the user base of Twitch is like 1/10 of YouTube's and like 1/30th of TikTok's. Like, nobody knows what the fuck that shit is.
Especially like for me, 5-6 years ago, like I had no fucking clue.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's why, like, if the people out there aren't, Twitch is, we're all for, like, freedom of speech. Like, you should be able to say what you want, but then apply the rules evenly.
Yeah.
When has Twitch ever touted freedom of speech, huh?
Oh.
Absolutely. 100%. That's what everybody's saying. Like, let people say what they want to say, but just if they say something out of line, punish them equally. It's completely fine. Because rules need to be held, otherwise they're just punishments, and it's just the power dynamic becomes out of fucking control. And that's pretty much what everybody's saying on Twitch right now.
And that's what happened. Like, Froggen,
Froggen.
all these people are like literal. And I try to be as positive about people, but it is just terrible humans that are just terrible humans, and then they talk shit. They talk about like veterans should kill themselves, blah blah blah. Hamas is great.
I like how no one said any of these things that he's saying. What the fuck?
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you hear Hassan say that the Houthis deserve a Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
That's a
Crazy
take.
shit. Yeah, yes, I know. He brought a terrorist on stream too, which was fucking wild.
No, he
Interviewed
didn't.
one.
Yep, he did. Houthi pirate was fucking nuts. Yeah. It is crazy. It's like this bitch, Frogan, she calls me a bald and I call her fucking fat. I get banned.
I wish I could say that I know for sure that she called him a bald pedophile. I don't know that she did. But also, aren't you actually bald? Like, that's not even an insult. That's just description. You're literally bald. I don't,
Banned, she don't get banned at all.
Well, and that's funny because her calling you a bald pedophile is incorrect.
Yeah.
You calling her,
Wouldn't it make more sense to say half correct? Huh?
What is it? One is a lie.
Yeah. He's got some hair left.
I am pretty bald.
He's got some hair. Dog, stop. Like, they're coping about him being bald?
Yeah, half of that sentence is wrong.
That pause killed me.
That was good.
My favorite thing about this is like all of these like big manly dudes that are being big and manly, and then there's like a White Claw on the table. Yeah, and anyways, I'm calling this fat bitch fat. And did I mention she's fat? She's a fat bitch. I love veterans so much, unlike this fat bitch. Let me just have a little sippy of my White Claw. I love the mango flavor. It's just so fresh and refreshing. Like, oh my God, stop, dude, stop.
But yeah, man.
Is this stream real? Why can't men drink White Claw? Is that what you took from what I just said? Literacy. Literacy, my friend. Also, he's a terrorist, clearly. I like how I highlight exactly what I'm trying to describe as being pathetic, which is the juxtaposition of pretending to be this big manly man and then drinking one of the least manly drinks. Like, a White Claw is objectively not a manly drink. You drink it because you don't feel like drinking liquor and you want to drink something that feels easy to drink. That's the purpose. Like, it is known as the white girl drink, right? So doing the little LARP where you pretend to be this like big manly dude and you're drinking the most feminine drink. It's very funny. It's June, Denim. Let them drink White Claw. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Jax Films loves them and would agree with you. Yeah. I mean, to be clear, I think White Claws are a safe bet. They're a safe bet. I understand why people go for them. I thought we evolved past that. What defines a man? Why do you get to choose what's manly? I don't. I'm just telling you factually that that's what's manly and what's not. I personally think it's very sexy to see a dude pick up a White Claw, but I think it's pathetic when a dude is trying to be this hyper-masculine caricature, but then also drinks White Claws as if that isn't contradictory.
You got like, and that was the crazy thing. You just said a fucking statement.
I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, damn.
I seen the clips. I think we all did. And then it was like how long was the ban?
So, okay. So the ban was originally supposed to be 2 weeks.
And explain a ban too, so everyone knows how detrimental that can
Yeah, so
be.
the ban can completely fuck you. I will say, just to be completely real, I'm very comfortable with talking about the money that I get on Twitch. If you're surprised, I am a millionaire. I mean, a lot of successful content creators are. But the ban for 2 weeks would have cost me, I shit you not, around $180,000 with the amount of time-sensitive sponsors that I needed to do, as well as. Yes, yeah, I had a sponsor. One of my favorite games, Wuthering Waves. It's a mobile game, and also that's all that at that time was about.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
No, now you can
Sure.
shut up. Yeah.
Was about 40% of my revenue. So taking away completely all of that was unheard of. And the worst thing is, if you get banned, this is a little known fact. If you get banned and
Alopecia, stop. That message is crazy.
it's the weekend, Twitch staff won't be around to see your appeal.
Oh,
So
nice.
I got banned on a Friday, which means I couldn't even appeal it till a Monday. So I got banned after about 3 days, 7 hours or somewhere around there.
Do you think sometimes that's like a purposeful fuck you?
Well, honestly, yes. And the reason why that is because this is common knowledge in the Twitch space, especially because XQC made a clip about this, where there are bigger creators where if they're going to ban you and you bring in buku bucks to the platform, they'll say, yeah, so we're going to have to ban you. Which day works best? Right?
They literally don't. I don't even understand. They literally don't do this.
Not given that luxury. However, Hassan recently got banned, and the only day that he takes off is Sunday. And
Has she defended terrorists today yet? Have you taken your meds today yet? I can see you haven't because you're hallucinating things that aren't happening.
lo and behold, his 24-hour ban was on a Sunday.
That's like being sentenced to prison. They're like, hey, we can pick you up like, well, what's your schedule like? Thursday to Tuesday? Like, what are you feeling? We don't want to inconvenience you.
Yeah, no, it's so fucking dumb.
We did the same with Buffalo, though. That's why we drop it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's like, have fun on Mondays. School and news cycle. Because you guys don't work this time. So Monday, then everything hits. You have like 1 million views going into it. And everyone's just like, what the f-?
Why is he so loud? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure his loudness is the only reason that like LSF dislikes him. I don't even think LSF dislikes him for any other reason. I really am like the worst person to bully on the internet. Because why did I read this and feel like I personally felt it as a compliment? Hi, Mrs. Autism Eyes. How are you, XD? Like, why did I read that and think like, geez, you should at least take me out for dinner first? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, actually, like, what is wrong with me?